Hey everybody, I'm Tammy at All About Living, and here on our channel we try to show you quick, easy, economical pantry staple meals. And today we're going to do one with an Italian flair. We're going to have some chicken cutlets and some garlic pasta. It is so good and on the table in under an hour. Okay, for my garlic sauce, I'm going to need some olive oil, some garlic, some pepper, some salt, some basil, some red pepper flakes, and a big can of Italian-style tomatoes. Okay, and for your pasta, I'm using regular spaghetti, but you could use thin spaghetti, vermicelli, fettuccine, any kind of pasta that you particularly like. That's the one you use. First thing I did was start my water to boiling, and I'm going to really heavily salt that water because I want my pasta to have some flavor. So we're going to get that started and let that come up to a boil. Okay, we're going to start by adding a few ingredients to this bowl. That is your tomatoes, which I'm having a hard time with. We're going to drop those tomatoes. Okay, now I have my tomatoes in my bowl. I had plum tomatoes, which means they were whole. So I'm going to take 2 knives and I'm just going to go in there and cut them up. I'm not going to pulverize them or anything. And if you were using diced tomatoes, you wouldn't have to do this at all. But I really like plum or stewed tomatoes. And this is what mine look like. That's basically what they should look like. All right, now we're going to add our ingredients. I'm going to use about half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. I'm going to use a teaspoon of basil. I'm going to use about a teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon of pepper, and since I already dirtied these knives, I'm just going to give it a stir with that. Now we're going to set that aside because we're done with that, and we're going to go over to the stove. And we're going to go for a medium flame. Set that pan there. Let that pan get hot. Okay, my water's boiling now. I'm just going to drop that whole pack of pasta in there. Move it around, give it a stir, make sure we're not going to stick big old clumps stuck together. And we're going to just put that lid back askew on there, just like that. And give it about 5 minutes to boil and then 12 minutes to be done. Okay, now to our warm pan, I'm going to put 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. I'm getting there. All right. going to need several tablespoons of garlic. This is a garlic lover's dream right here. This is good stuff. I'm going to put about 5 tablespoons. Maybe 4. We'll stick with 4. That seems like a lot. And we're just going to give that a little stir. And I'm waiting for it to be a golden color. As soon as it hits that golden color and not brown or burned, we're going to add our bowl of goodies. Okay, my oil is shimmering. Got a nice little bubble to it. My garlic is golden. So now we're going to add our tomato mix. Absolutely cannot get any easier than that. Okay, now we're just going to let that simmer for just a few minutes while we're waiting on that pasta to finish cooking. And I'm going to go in here right now and just check on my pasta and make sure I'm not sticking and that it's cooking like it should. Put that lid back askew. Askew. Okay, now while we're waiting on that salsa and the pasta, we're going to work on our chicken cutlets. What we're going to do, we're going to lay them out on this saran wrap. And we're going to put another piece of saran wrap over the top, because that is absolutely the easiest way to pound chicken without making a mess. Okay, what you'll need for your cutlets is some chicken, a little flour. This is 1 egg and 1/3 cup of milk, and I mixed it up. And this is just plain breadcrumbs. Then some salt and pepper. Now let's get to beating up this chicken. You want it nice and flat and tender. Now I'm going to do, hopefully, an easy flip. Yep, and I'm going to beat the other side. Y'all, this little cleaver is probably at minimum 40 years old, and it still works. There's something to be said about old utensils. Alright, now that I've got it all beat and pulverized, we're going to salt and pepper it. then we're going to flip it over and do the same thing on the back. Okay, now I think it's time to check my spaghetti. Okay. There we go. That's enough to check. Yep, pasta's done. Now we need to get it drained and get our sauce on it. Now that my pasta's drained, we're going to put it right back in that pot. And we're going to take our sauce and we're going to pour that directly in there. We're going to give it a good toss. I'll put the lid back on it and let it stay warm while I make those cutlets. Okay, to make those cutlets, I'm not going to even wash the pan, nothing. I'm just going to go ahead and put some olive oil in the bottom, probably 5 or 6 tablespoons, just enough to coat the bottom. And then I'm going to take that chicken. Now I got my chicken and I'm going to dredge it in that flour. Take off the excess. Drop it in the egg wash, egg and milk wash. Drain a little bit. Drop it in the breadcrumbs. Oh, and I turned my stove eye up to a medium high. And I'm going to bring my chicken over and drop it. And I'm going to turn that up just a little more. My olive oil is shimmering, but not quite enough. There we go. Going to repeat and do the same thing again. And drop that second one in there. And I think I'm going to add a little more olive oil. Maybe another couple tablespoons. I do want to fry those cutlets. Okay, I'm getting a nice brown edge out here, so I think I'm ready to flip. Whoops. I pounded it pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that brown, crispy. Yes. Perfect little cutlets. Okay, I'm sure I'm probably good and brown on the bottom now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that eye off. I'm going to set a lid on it. And I'm going to let it finish cooking with residual heat because you really don't want to overcook chicken breast. That just makes them dry and tough and yucky. So we're just going to let them sit there a few minutes and then we'll check them and make sure that they're done. Okay, I've left it on that residual heat for probably 5, 6, 7 minutes, somewhere in there. And see that? I am flaky and tender and done. So we are ready for dinner. Let's get us a big helping of that pasta. Oh yeah. And a nice big cutlet. Ha! Little extra piece for Randy there. Okay. And as an added bonus, we're going to add us some Parmesan Romano blend. Oh yeah. Okay, and I was requested that I make taste tests. Y'all, I don't make nothing that I don't think is wonderful and then try to get you to make it. But I will do a taste test for you because I know I love this. Oh yeah. Nice, some garlic, a little bit of cheese, tomato. Got it dripping all over me. Yeah. Good stuff. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye.